Curiosity is a trait that is advantageous to humans because it drives us to learn things that may be useful to us in the future. However, we do not always know what that use will be at the time we learn it. Curiosity can also lead us to accumulate information we may not need. Even so, this is a quality that is inherently beneficial to the human condition. We often label curiosity as a childish quality. When we are young, we play, we explore, we experiment, we question, and as a result, we learn. But as we grow, we tend to move away from our explorative tendencies and the spirit of our youth. Education needs to nurture our innately curious and youthful spirit, not work against it, for curiosity lies at the root of motivation and passion for learning. Like many students, I came into school with my passion for science and discovering the world around me lit, bright, and burning. When I entered school, I loved animals. I watched Animal Planet daily, admired the crocodile hunter, and constantly sought out and viewed wildlife documentaries and films. But this was not something that was ever utilized in my science education. Instead, reading out of a textbook, PowerPoint presentations, and memorization of content outplaced opportunities to experience the fundamental practices of a scientist, such as designing experiments, collecting data, and continuously questioning. Not one teacher tapped into my interest in animals and wildlife, and I soon began to dismiss any associated career path as a possibility in my life. It seemed too far away because it was never a part of my classroom experience. The love that had originally burned so bright began to wane. This trend continued through high school. I enjoyed science, but the pressures and stresses of a culture of testing and assessment kept my interest low. As a result, I went to UCSD thinking I would study within the realm of science, but had no idea what, where, how, and most importantly, why I would study science. I did not declare a major for 90 units at UCSD, the maximum before you have to declare a major. After declaring an environmental science major, I took a course at the beginning of my third year called Teaching and Learning Science. This course connected science to my interests, to my prior knowledge, and to society. Coupled with project-based learning and lab opportunities in other courses, this course structure began to reignite my curiosity and passion for learning science. Now, this story is not a complaint about my past, but a call to action to myself as an educator. By the time I had rediscovered my passion and curiosity in science, I had begun working with students in the classroom at an after-school program. I decided I wanted to work in a career which I could help other people and impact human lives. At the intersection of my growing interest in science and my desire to impact people was teaching science. Students come into school and into my classroom with their desire to discover the world around them alive, driven by their innate curiosity. I believe it is now my job to keep students' curiosity burning. It is so natural that with a little stewardship and safeguarding, it may grow and burn even brighter yet. My goal as an educator is to not let curiosity that comes in burning leave extinguished, perhaps igniting new curiosities along the way. To accomplish this goal, I believe each student will need different strategies and activities to keep their curiosity aflame. I believe learning about my students will allow me to find their animal planet and connect them with a topic they're passionate about. I believe starting in my students' world and utilizing content that connects to their life experience will increase engagement and motivation. I believe creating opportunities for student-centered inquiries will allow students' curiosities to grow organically. I believe connecting science to my students on a personal and societal level will drive their curiosity. I believe it is here, using their curiosity as fuel, that students have the opportunity to take on new perspectives, learning more about themselves, others, and the world they live in. Ultimately, students need to learn how to tend to their own curiosity as they progress in school. but I believe it is my responsibility to help them along the way. I hope to keep my own torch lit as I continue to learn, to stimulate, and to grow my own curiosity and passion for science and teaching science. For only if my torch is lit may I reignite an extinguished flame.